New research shows that glue sniffing is killing far more people than previously thought. What can be done to control this menace before more teenagers suffer? There's a popular image of solvent abuse, or glue sniffing as it's usually called. It's something skinheads do to shock passers-by. But what many people may not realise is that their own children could well be doing it in attractive suburban parks like this. Glue-sodden crisp or freezer bags and tins like these
Once I imagined myself in a phone box.
are the telltale signs of a place used by the sniffers. There's now growing evidence that the sniffing craze is spreading rapidly amongst youngsters from every type of background all over the country. Parents are aghast if they discover that their children have been doing it. But when they try to discover how they should react, they find it impossible to get clear advice. Some people say that the first sniffing session could be enough to condemn a child to drug addiction or even sudden death. But others claim the risks are slight and that for most teenagers it's just a passing phase. Today we're going to try and unravel fact from fiction to show just how serious the problem is and what can be done about it. Some people may find certain scenes in this program distressing. We should emphasize that we shot them only because it's impossible to understand the nature of the problem without seeing just what's going on. In every case, the youngsters we show sniffing were doing so unprompted by us and well before our cameras started turning. Last summer, the life of one boy came to a sudden end. Stephen Anthony was found dead on a staircase near his council flat home in Islington. There's much less publicity about the majority of sniffers who don't die. No one knows how widespread solvent abuse is. But we had no difficulty in finding young sniffers, either alone or in groups, from the West End to the parks and open spaces of the outer suburbs. There's no doubt that there are several thousand young people in the region who indulge in the practice. The problem of solvent abuse and the effects of sniffing on young people was first investigated by Dr. Joyce Watson.
The intoxication so caused goes through the entire range that one would associate with acute uncoordinated gait.
On top of these risks, abuse of solvents, rather like abuse of alcohol, can make people forget their inhibitions and release suppressed aggression.
I have, in my own experience, known of people fight with knives over the use of the last crisp bag. I have known people use offensive weapons against one another as to who sniffs first and last. I have known children end up in hospital through deliberately, but one use the term deliberately when they're so intoxicated on glue, deliberately pushing people into water.
The reason, of course, that young people like Mick and his girlfriend Karen sniff is that it makes them feel good.
I just do it to get a buzz, to get high. That's all I do it for. That's about it. All I can really say about the buzz, but, you know, you get different things, you know, you get trips and... Once I imagined myself in a phone box, you know, and I saw loads of people in the phone box and thousands of people in the phone box, and